On this day, the second Sacrato of Verusi, 1334 IC, the Army of Purity remembers its most devout and beloved servant, Archbishop Geoffrey of Frisia. As spoken by Geoffrey, only will and truth can prevail over the evil of our own kin. High Templar Vol, Commander of the Army of Purity.
Nothing like this happens until you are here. Bring back the light, or you will find... Going?
You disappear into that vile ruin, and now the sky, the light, the very land limps as a leper. Somehow.
What has happened? Did the world not rise from its sleep? How do we wake it up?
This twisting of our surroundings. It's happened before. Meligara conjured up a creature of the purest, darkest thaumaturgy. How and from where his explanations make no sense to a sane mind. So unless you wish to aspire to a reputation like Piety's, find a way to dispatch that thaumaturgical creature.
I dreamed this. A vast creature. A thing of shadow. I saw it escape from a black prison and climb a man-crafted mountain.
Didn't even break a sweat. I believe in traveling light.
here, Exile. I've another corrupted clan of abominations for you to cull. To help you out, I'm going to share a little trick with you. A bit of thaumaturgical tracking that I picked up during my time here in Rayclast. If your quarry is nearby, it'll point you in their direction. The whole thing stinks of corrupt. You've a real knack for slaughter, no doubt about it.
You are Dream Tender, my new name for you. Badness is everywhere around us. You bring us something good. Now, I promise to share. Let us awaken the spirit, bring even more good into this life.
This world gets all bent out of shape, and suddenly here you are. Doesn't take a genius to add that one up. Heard you've been doing some serious gardening around the place. Felled a big dumb oak and plucked in a leer of thistle from a foul bed. And I'm thinking you got a couple of amulets in your pockets. Ones like mine here. There's power in them, you know, but only when all three get to dance together. I'm not greedy, mind.
A pity your mind wasn't as swift as your blades, bridge rat.
There's greatness in you. You've proved that without a doubt. And whether you've destroyed the bandits for us or for your own ends, it matters not at all. You've given us back our home and our future. You say the Lords of Larceny wore these around their necks? These artifacts and that ancient gateway to the northwest, crafted by the same hands, I'd venture. Val hands. And it appears the brigand's trinkets could form a single whole. Give me a moment with them. I used to be good at this sort of thing. Now, this one seems to fit neatly against here, and this third one, well, it looks like it... I'm so sorry, my friend. Are you well? Yes, you are apparently intact. Remarkable, considering. For the barest moment there, you were something altogether different. I'm not afraid to admit it. A rather unnerving version of yourself. If I were you, I'd dispense with that artifact down the deepest, darkest hole that I could find.
I dreamed this. A vast creature. A thing of shadow. I saw it escape from a black prison and climb a man-crafted mountain, drifting up its 4 sheer sides like the mist that reaches for the clouds. It gathered at the peak of that mountain and ate the heart from the sun. You smell of that black mist and something else. Guilt. That is it, yes. Guilt is a strong...
Dream big, live big, Exile.
For all of her strange ways, I've learned not to discount Yena's more vivid dreams. She's in tune with this land in ways I find difficult to comprehend. As to this man-crafted mountain she describes, I have seen only one structure of its like.
spirit is spent.
I knew the strangeness would pass. Silk does not run from such things. I stand, I guard when others shiver and shake.
Thank you for returning our reality to us. I think we've all had a glimpse of what could happen if piety tries to harness the power of the Vaal for her own ends.
I am not surprised. I saw you, in my slumber, drive the darkness away. I am sorry that I did not tell you before. What I see is only what might happen, and I did not want to fill you with more confidence than would have been good for you.
Greetings, Exile.
Humanity has one redeeming trait. We learn from our mistakes. You certainly gave us a scare for a bit there, but the damage doesn't seem to have been lasting.
I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but we've no time for talk. Tolman was out here with me and now Piety has him. They're headed for the crematorium. I've no time.
Maramua Patua welcomes you here to this village of circumstance. As you can well appreciate, we exiles make our homes wherever Rayclass allows us to. Although we all here harbor different beliefs, see with different eyes, we are united in our thanks for returning Clarissa to us. She is the gentle heart of this place. As spirit still Goodbye.
Now you're a familiar face. A face that cost me a good deal of coin back in the arenas of Theopolis. Took you for a privileged pretty boy with a death wish. Bet all that against you. Turns out you're as dandy with the blade as you were with your wardrobe. Well, at least you've brought Clarissa back to us. I'll take that as half payment for what I figure you owe me. Problem is, one die lover isn't much good to anyone. Like gloves, they tend to be more useful than pairs. The missing glove in this case is a young fella named Tolman. Fetch Tolman back for it.
Keep your distance, Exile. The name's Grigor, and when you've had your eyes fill of my twisted visage, how about you turn those fine jellies of yours eastward? Yes, you've brought Clarissa home to us, and once again I see she pesters me with pity. There's only so much broth, so many bouquets that a man can take. For a criminal, Clarissa has a straight.
die rather well.
You there! Let me bend your ear for a moment. Into the fray now, Exile. For where? So here's how this works. You take a crack at me, you're very...
My spirit is spent.
Mind your footwork, Exile. This is a combat, not a cabaret. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The more we fight, the more I like you, Exile.
Spirit hijacks a body and will not be stopped by their body's demise.
That somber expression doesn't become those fetching features at all. Cheer up and dance with me. Harder than that! Don't be shy, Duelist! Oh, please! Harder than that! Enough of this!
Golem's dead, then. Another victim of piety's cruelty. Perhaps he escaped lightly. Look upon Grigor to see what life entails under piety's influence. I give you this, in recognition of all that you have done for us. We shall mourn Tormund's death as we shall treasure Clarissa's life. General Gravisius demands absolute obedience from his blackguards. Meaning, he's surrounded himself with cowards and lackwits unable to lift a finger without orders. If you are able, traverse the river and murder Gravisius in his own barracks. You'll be ripping the very mind from the skulls of our enemies. Goodbye.
I'll miss a boy. He was always up for a laugh, whether it was at his expense or not. But I wouldn't miss that Clarissa more. Argan's the name, by the way. And it's my honor to welcome you to dirty old Sarn, the metropolis of opportunity. The opportunity to make something of yourself, or the opportunity to have a very messy death. Stay out of the shadows.
I no longer dream when I sleep. I have a nightmare. The same nightmare over and over. The mirror. It's never my reflection looking back. The first time that mirror appeared to me, it was Cole I saw. A rapist from Oriath I had the displeasure of sharing a pen with in Gravisius' stockade. Piety took him for her experiments, and that night I saw her handiwork while I slept. This time it was Tolman, flesh dried to leather, organs shrunk to husks, blood trickling through his skeleton like red dust in an hourglass. It's Piety's gift to me, that mirror. At least I won't be seeing Clarissa the next time I look into it. Make sure it's not you I see either. Tread carefully, Exile.
Poor Tolman. I made this bracelet for him when he first arrived here. Idiot said he'd never take it off. I called him a liar. He didn't, though. Not once. I need to give you something. I asked a lot of you out there in the slums. More than I should have. You tried. And that's all we exiles can ever hope to do.